Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Married at First Sight, Season 15, Episode 2. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you are back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. And hit that notification bell, honey, because I know y'all ain't watching this season, okay? I know y'all ain't watching this season. So if you want to stay in the know, I'm going to give you blow by blow of what's happening and all the foolishness that is Married at First Sight. So you have to hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Lifetime. When I tell y'all I have never been more bored with a group of people in my entire life, even Justin and his Slim Jim ways could not keep me interested. I was bored. Okay, so let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, we're starting out with Stasia and Nate. So the day is here and the girls are showing up for her, and Stasia runs down her resume, honey. 2 degrees, no student loans, paid for out of pocket, a strong, independent woman doing it for herself. Okay. All the women who independent, throw your hands up at me. Shout out to Destiny's Child. I know that's right, Stasia. I love it for you, honey. Doing it for yourself, honey. She said that she always has to be in control. But this time, she's letting go of the reins and she's allowing the experts to take over. Child, the one time you decide to relinquish control, you give it to Dr. Peppers and Pastor Calvin and his glasses. Girl, I ain't got no time, but y'all, we gonna see how it's gonna go. Over with Nate and his boys, they're talking about how happy they are for this moment, considering how far he's come, honey, because you know Nate cannot be trusted, child, and he ain't fooling me. It's giving Elijah Isaac, okay? Y'all know Elijah Isaac from last season. It's giving him, okay? It's giving Ola. That's what it's giving to me. So Dr. Pepper said they were matched because they're both entrepreneurs. No, Stasia actually is doing something. We don't know what Nate is doing from that cell phone, honey. We don't know. Everybody's a day trader. Child, I mean, the man at the grocery store, he just was day trading while I was trying to check out. I don't know. Child, I don't trust it. I don't trust it yet. So then Stasia's mom is, saying that she wants her to give Nate a chance, even though they don't know it's Nate, and get to know him because she usually, just tries to control everything. So then her sister is like, so how are you going to compromise? I mean, because you always say no. Oh, okay, Stasia, listen, honey. You seem like a type A, stick in the mud type personality. Now, I like you. Something about you I like. And I like you because I like the fact that you are really making a name for yourself. I love that. But then again, you do seem like you're either your way or the highway. Okay, and that's not going to work. That's not going to work in a marriage. You're going to have to compromise. And she was like, I don't always say no. Girl, you didn't answer the question. How are you going to compromise? It's giving nothing. Moving forward. So she's all glammed up with a particular place to go. And so she makes a beautiful bride. I can't say that. She was given the zhuzh that should be given. So her friend presents her with a gift from Nate. And both her and Nate gave each other the exact same type of gift. They both gave each other cameras to capture their memories. Okay, that's a semi-good sign. Okay, y'all. We got Polaroids. It might be all right. Side note, her mama is so pretty. So Stasia said that she wants to be a wife and she doesn't want to have to guess if they're committed to her or not. Because she goes out with dudes, she don't know if they in or if they out. Honey, they playing double dutch. Or you in or you out. Hopscotch. What it's going to be. Honey, and she don't have time for that. So therefore, and thus and such, Married at First Sight it is. Over with Nate, he's saying he's ready to commit and start new adventures, and he's ready to, walk down the aisle. So he comes up to his dad, right? So his dad was a man of very few words, and then he's like, yeah, I'm a military guy. We don't do tears. It's giving toxic masculinity, okay? And this is exactly why I do not like a military man. That is crazy. What you being, all you can be in the U.S. Army, have to do with you crying. Sir, anyway. I hate that suit Nate got on, honey. Nate, that suit is a no. Y'all know how I feel about seeing too much of your ankle. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. So he's standing at the altar, and here he go. I'm nuts. I'm nuts. Yeah, you are. But then he was like, damn, where you at? Where you at? Sir, calm down. She's coming. Not everybody can throw on a god-awful suit and 2 braids. Child, and what is going on? It's faded on the side. That line's a little crooked in the front. You got 2 braids in the back. It's giving Gumby at the top. Child, it's a whole bunch of razzle-dazzle happening. So his little friend, they panned over to her in the audience. Y'all tell me why she had a little scowl on her face. It's too late, ma'am. It's too late. Okay? So just sit there and watch him get hitched. These 2 giving, sister, sister, that guy has my face. When she was coming down that aisle, I was like, you know what? Because we had a live and we were talking about this. And I was like, the people are right. They are definitely looking like siblings. Child, I hope they're not related. Because you remember she said she don't know her daddy. And people was like, well, I mean, his daddy came out, so it's not her daddy. She don't know her daddy. So even if that was her daddy, the mama ain't going to say nothing. Child, I don't know. So here comes the bride, you know, all dressed in white and whatnot. And she looks beautiful. And he's talking about, you know, things are going to be just fine when he sees her. And so they both complimented each other. He said she was beautiful. She said he was handsome. And then the officiant reads what the family has to say. Okay. So for Nate, they said there will never be a dull moment. He likes adventures and sunsets. He's like, yeah, I really like sunsets. Oh, okay. Long walks on the beach. Got it. And he's a freak in the sheets. Now, how y'all know he a freak in the sheets? That's because he been talking to that friend, honey. I'm telling y'all, allegedly. Child, something ain't right. Why would you write for him that he's a freak in the sheets? Child, y'all just be overstepping all kind of boundaries. Do you hear me? So then they said Nate can also be a Devo. Child, not a diva and a Devo. It's a no-no. Honey, this gonna be hell. This gonna be hell, honey. So Stasha's family said that she's, you know, the true definition of INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that mean, man? She's the true definition of independent, okay? She gonna do everything for herself. She has 2 degrees, and she's a boss. So then they said, you know, she sleeps with her eyes open. Okay, and that's creepy AF. That's creepy as hell, honey. Some things y'all could just keep out. I think I would trust my family to write something for me because they know I'm not about to play with them. Y'all are not about to play in my face up here on national television. So write something like you got some sense. But her sleeping with her eyes open and him being a freak in the sheets, child, it was giving foolish. Then Stasha read her vows. Then, you know, and they were really nice. And then he read his vows as well, and they were well written. And then the officiant pronounced them husband and wife. You may now kiss your bride. And honey, y'all know Nate did not ask any questions, honey. He didn't ask for no permission. He just leaned into that thing, okay? And when they turned around and walked away, I have to say they do look very nice together. They look very nice together, though. I mean, we might need to make a call to Maury and make sure they're not related. But they do look very nice together. And I see that arm tattoo you got, Stasha. Okay. You might have a little spunk to you. Because I'm just thinking she's so straight-laced and matter-of-fact. But when I saw that tat on her arm, I was like, oh, okay, she might be all right with Nate. 2 couples down, and now it's time for Alexis and Justin to take their wedding photos. Alexis reminds us that she has been proposed to 3 times. Alexis, listen, I didn't mention this on last review because it was 19 hours long, that episode. Girl, you said you were proposed to in high school. Girl, if you don't go and sit down somewhere, honey, they done brought that ring pop to 3rd period and ask, will you marry me? Girl, I ain't got time. Girl, that's not real. That's not real, honey. That doesn't count. If you were in high school, you being proposed to, it's giving nothing. Anyway, now that I got that out the way, because I forgot to mention it last week, she says that she's happy that she held out because it was worth the wait. Okay, I'm confused. Last week, he was grossly tall, and he's too tall for you. And he's uncomfortably tall. This week, you're happy that you held out. I mean, I think she like him. I don't know what's happening, but I will say this. Justin's looks settled this episode. They kind of settled on me. It wasn't so, like, it took me by surprise last episode. It was like, ta-da! And I was like, woo! But now, this episode, they kind of settled down. They really grew on me. And child, they chest bumping and whatnot as they take their pictures. Alexis gonna make a man out of him and she don't do nothing. Alexis! Oh, honey. This is foolery. Back with Stasha and Nate, they're popping bottles and having small talk. Both of them seem impressed, but he seems a little bit superficial to me because he was like, yeah, she's tall, thin, has nice teeth. Yeah, this gonna work for me. So then she starts talking to him about what she does for a living. And so she was like, what do you do? He was like, yeah, I day trade and I do software sales. She's like, oh, okay, so you work from home? Girl, he worked from that iPhone. That's where he worked from. They probably don't even own a desk or a computer. Talking about selling to some software people and doing all that. Child, I'm not buying it. So she's like, well, I work remote as well. So we're going to be up under each other 24/7. She was like, are you clean? He was like, well, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm pretty clean. She was like, oh, okay. Because basically, my family says I live in a museum. Okay. It's like a model home. You're not supposed to actually live in it. It's just for show. Come in, sit down, keep your hands inside the rails and don't touch nothing. So they laughing and whatnot. And he was like, oh, you're crazy. You're nuts. You're nuts. He laughing, but he mean that. He definitely means that you're nuts. And once she catch on, honey, it's going to be on, because he said it like 15 times. So it's time for their wedding pictures. And it's giving family reunion. A family reunion. Honey, it's giving family reunion. So as they're taking their pictures and whatnot, he's like, you have a small waist. I like that. Okay. Nate seems like the type, just by him saying that, because it's not the first thing that he said. He seems like the type to start acting up if you gain a little bit of weight after you had a baby. It's something about that I didn't trust. Oh, your waist is small. And what if it wasn't? I don't know. Something about that just didn't sit well in my spirit, honey. Meanwhile, Stasha is crying and she's doing like a little mini confessional. And she was like, I just haven't felt this happy in a while, in a long time. And I'm like, oh man, she is so happy about Nate. I'm speaking directly to you. This is my first speaking directly to somebody of this season. Nate, listen to me. You bet not hurt Stasha. Okay, she is letting her guard down a little bit. She's being vulnerable. She's showing all the emotions and she's happy about this moment. So don't mess it up. Okay, don't get in here and don't act a fool, because I do not have time to read you for filth for 20 weeks. I don't have that in me. Okay, get it together or leave it alone. And you ain't even did nothing, but I'm just giving you a warning. Moving forward. It's time for the first dance, and he's telling her he's happy that they chose her and she's everything that he feels like a wife would embody. And I mean, these two are actually enjoying each other's company. Back to Alexis and Justin. It's time for their first dance. Oh, Justin's so happy. Justin, you're off the meat market. You don't have to worry about it no more. So she's looking up at him and he was like, I love looking in your eyes or something like that. And she was like, I love eye contact, but my neck's hurting. See, this is what I'm saying about Alexis. This is what I'm saying, child. I cannot read her because she seems like she starts out this way with everybody. Like she's all in and she reels them in, and that's why they're proposing and whatnot. But then all of a sudden she's like, you're too tall. You're too small. It's giving, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know, oh, this one's too hard and this one's too soft and this one's just right. I just don't trust it, Alexis. It's something about you I feel like, I don't know. I just don't trust it. So as they're talking, she asks, and they're dancing, right? She asks, when was the last time he kissed somebody? He said 1.5 years. So then he tells her that he's celibate. She's like, what? I say, what now? She's like, you don't want to hear that when your man tells you he's celibate? Why not? It shows self-discipline. Do you want him to be out here giving away everything, making all kinds of soul ties with everybody that he meets? Would that be better for you? I can tell you used to toxic. Girl, so then she gonna turn around and yell it to the guest. Why would you do that? Like, that's not everybody's business. Not only are you embarrassing him, but they don't need to know that. Like, why do you feel the need to be childish? He ain't say he was a virgin, and even if he was a virgin, he's sharing something with you. That was very immature. And he isn't going to be celibate with you, crazy. Y'all are married. She was like, oh, I just need to know if we gonna have sex. It was just so childish to me. I was like, girl, go on, honey. Go on, girl. 11 days until the wedding. Lindy and Miguel. Lindy is going to search for a wedding dress. Honey, I'm bored. I went to go get a refreshing beverage. Always Coca-Cola. Then I came back and we back over here with Miguel, and he's choosing his tux, and he's wondering if she'll like him and all of his dorkiness. I'm sure you're going to be fine. And he thinks when he meets his wife, he's going to be smitten. Miguel is a hopeless romantic. He is so optimistic about this process. It's very refreshing that he's so hopeful. I just hope that Lindy and him will be able to make a go of it, because they were my favorite wedding, I have to say. And we're going to get to that in a minute. Back over with Lindy, she tries on dress number 1. She wasn't really feeling it. Number 2 was pretty, but it was a no as well. Number 3 was very simple, but they added these praise dancer sleeves. And I was like, what is going on, honey? It was giving praise is what I do, honey. And I didn't like it. Okay. I just didn't like it. So then she tries on dress number 4. And then she tries on dress number 5. Girl, how many dresses are you going to try on, honey? Pick one and let's go. So then her friends are like, she needs someone that's going to help reel her in. And, you know, because she's always an overthinker. Well, I can tell with these dresses. Over with Miguel's friends, they feel like he's basically rushing to the altar because all of his friends are in relationships, are married. So he may overlook her red flags. And Miguel, I hope that you don't do that. Because if you don't like something, you see something, say something. Miguel chooses his tux, but I'm going to say this. Whoever owns this tux shop needs to be sued, because every one of these suits have been awful. Okay, they've just been awful. This place needs to be shut down expeditiously. Okay, it's just terrible. On to Morgan and Ben. It's Morgan's turn to say yes to the dress, and she's telling the sales consultant that she wants something a little bit different. He goes, oh, okay, so something with a little zhuzh. Okay, let me find out you're an opinionator. Shout out to the sales consultant. Child, I said, not something with a little zhuzh, honey. Back over with Ben, he's searching for his tux, and his friend asked about deal breakers, and he was like, I don't like laziness. Like, she has to be a go-getter. She's going to need to do something. They're like, oh, okay, so someone like your mom. He's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind someone like my mom. Okay, it's giving Norman Bates at this point. Ben, why don't you just marry your mama? Okay, because clearly that's exactly who you want. Because I'm so tired of hearing about your mama. And no disrespect to mom. Hey, mom, but I'm tired of hearing about you, ma'am. Okay? I don't want to hear it. Over with Morgan, her friend is talking to her mom, right? And she's like, well, what if he doesn't like that she plays video games or does Muay Thai? Man, why are you focusing on the negative? They're strangers. So they have to get to know each other. And if he don't like it, then kick rocks. So she tries on dress number 2, and it was better than the first one. Morgan said that, you know, she just hasn't had the best luck when it comes to men, so she never thought that she would even be searching for wedding dresses. Child, it's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard in these streets. You just don't know what these men bringing. But child, back over with Ben. Ben comes out looking like the top of a wedding cake. Okay, it's getting better. Oh, it's getting better. Now this, you're on point with. Shout out to Phaedra Parks. This was okay, and it looked like something Ben would wear. It was fine. Moving forward. Mitch, aka Captain Planet, and Kristen with a Y. So Mitch is choosing his tux, and he wants to make a good impression, but he also wants to have a little bit of him shine through in the tux that he chooses. Child, I don't know why you would want any of you to shine through the way you showed your tail this episode. Baby, Mitch something else. Over with Kristen with a Y, she said choosing a wedding dress brings up some old feelings, honey, because y'all know she emptied out that bank account for her to go and hang out down there in Key West. How long ago was this, though? That's what I want to know, because I hope that this isn't just to get over that. But then a little bit later in the episode, she said that was like 4 years ago. So I think that maybe she's healed from it. But still, she's bringing it up quite often. So I don't think she's all the way healed from it. So she's talking to her girls about how and when she's going to tell her dad. Kristen, this is nuts. The fact that you have not told your dad and you're going to ambush him with this information the day that you actually meet your husband. Girl, that's crazy. Over with Mitch, he chooses his tux. It's a standard black tux, and it gives what he's going to give. And I mean, he did look nice in it, though. So there's that. Moving forward. Why does it seem like they're showing all the brides the exact same dresses? Is it just me? Like that same mesh in the front, that same plunging neckline, that same lace. It just seems like they're all looking at the same dresses. So Kristen with the Y, she chooses her dress, and it was actually really pretty. On to Ben and Morgan. So Dr. Pepper calls Morgan, right? Hey, girl. Hi, Dr. Peppers. We have something to tell you. I was like, Dr. Pepper, spit it out. She was like, okay, so you were supposed to be getting married, but we're going to have to postpone the wedding because Ben contracted the beer virus. Ben probably at home having his back rubbed eating chicken soup prepared by his mommy. I'm sure he's okay. And Ben, you ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling me. So then Morgan gonna say, now y'all check this out. Morgan gonna say, well, what if he got cold feet and he's lying about it. First of all, wow. Okay. And girl, Ben is too cheap to turn down a free vacation. And what an awful thing to say. Why would you think that? If you are thinking those kinds of thoughts and you have that kind of doubt already, I feel bad for him. Maybe he shouldn't show up. You should have got over there with Captain Planet. Child, this is a mess. The panorama is still around. We are seeing the selfishness in you. Like it's seeping out of your pores. It's giving Zach and Michaela on the honeymoon. Remember when Michaela was mad because Zach got sick? Girl, he didn't do it on purpose. And that's exactly what this is giving. It is wedding day. Lindy and Miguel. So Lindy is talking to her friend about the day, and Miguel is talking about his last dinner before he walks the Green Mile. He said he had 2 Snickers and a pack of Oreos. Oh, that sounds like what I'm eating while watching this slow motion episode that you guys are putting on right here. That's exactly what I'm eating. And I'm also drinking a ginger ale. But that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. Over with Lindy, she's getting glam and she's trying to figure out how they're going to dance because she didn't get to experience a lot. They were talking about how, when they had boyfriends or girlfriends, they had to give them like the A-type hug where, the church hug where there's space and opportunity in between the two of you. And if you kiss them, it had to be for like 3 seconds and then you're done. So they're talking about that, right? So Lindy is telling them that she wants a man to just let her be her. But who exactly are you? Because you were sheltered, you didn't get to experience much, and now you're in adulthood, and I don't know if that means you're a girl's gone wild because you didn't get to experience it. Like, who exactly are you? That's the part that was confusing me. Because I keep hearing that you want someone that's going to allow you to be you, and it makes me think that you're going to be bratty and a little bit rude. That's what it makes me think. So Lindy's brother is going to walk her down the aisle because her dad isn't supportive of this. And although it's sad that her dad will not be in attendance, child, dad know this going to be a fool. And he already know. But you need to support your child, okay? If your child wants to do it, then just support them. That's not going to change their mind because you don't attend, and then you've missed an opportunity that you will never be able to get back. But I am happy that Lindy said, honey, one monkey don't stop no show. The show must go on. I know that's right, girl. You do a little 2-step in honor of your daddy. Moving forward. Miguel is on his way to walk down the aisle, and him and his sister, they share a moment. I thought that was so sweet. Y'all know who Miguel reminds me of? He reminds me of Sal from Love is Blind. My fiance is high like Beyonce, a soft side girl who knows her way. It's giving Sal. That's exactly who Miguel reminds me of. Except Miguel got a thinker, okay? Miguel is really, really bright. And baby, when he walked down the aisle, when her friends saw Miguel, they were like, ooh, he's cute. Baby, the whole family was perking up. The mama was like, ooh, he's cute. Yeah, mama, they did good, child. He's a little bit quirky, but so is your daughter. So Lindy comes down the aisle, and he looked like he had just scored a new level of Dungeons and Dragons, honey. I was like, oh, okay, honey. He lightened the hell up as well. I take it he's pleased. So then they embrace, and then the officiant reads what her friends and family had to say about her. So they made sure to emphasize that she's a doctor. I know that's real. So then they read what Miguel's friends and family had to say about him, and I did not know he had a PhD in neuroscience. Baby, that's sexy as hell. Let me tell you something. I love a good brain, okay? I love an intelligent man. And when they said he had a PhD, I said, oh, I might can overlook that Dungeon and Dragon and that little cosplay he likes to do. But they did forget to mention that he meets with his friends down in Central Perk wearing costumes and talking gamer. They forgot to mention that. They made sure to leave that out. They left that the hell out. Do y'all hear me? So then they read their vows, and then they say their I-dos, and they now pronounce them husband and Lindy. You may now kiss your bride. Baby, that wasn't no A-shaped hug then. Baby, he leaned in and grabbed that face. Lindy probably was percolating down below, honey. I know that's real, child. It's a far cry from the way you grew up, ain't it, Lindy? Moving forward. The doctors actually look great together. They look so good. I can see them having a beautiful family if this does work. I can really see them having some pretty babies. I'm optimistic about these two for some reason. Okay, I'm thinking that these two just might work. So they're in the back having a few drinks and they're talking, right? Now, they ain't been back there 5 minutes, right? Here he go, bringing out Dungeons and Dragons props. Miguel, get to know her a little bit first. And I'm back, honey, just when I thought it was safe. Miguel, child, you don't even know what she likes or who she is yet. And you are already trying to make sure that she likes exactly what you like. Please stop. So she was like, what do you do? And he said that, I'm basically a drug dealer. Miguel, you are no Pablo Escobar, okay? Please cut it out, okay? Just stop it. He's like, yeah, I'm a pharmaceutical rep. And I used to be a neuroscientist, but, I just got bored with that. And so I moved on. And baby, she didn't care nothing about that. The fact that he has even scored a PhD and was a neuroscientist, that's all she needed to know. So she's telling him what she does and how she travels. And he's like, good, take me with you. All I need is Wi-Fi and we in that thing. She was like, oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I don't want to say this is perfect because, I don't want to jinx it. Okay, knock on wood. But the experts did that. And Miguel was like, thank you, experts. I'm like, okay, I like the two of y'all. This is giving me something. This right here is giving what's supposed to be gave, honey. And I like the way that y'all are speaking your speech at this moment. So, it might be something. Kristen and Mitch. It's the day of their wedding. I think Captain Planet is going to get on my nerves. I really do think he's going to get on my central nervous system. It's just something about him that I feel like it's going to piss me off. So over with Kristen, she's telling the girls that she's nervous about the talk that she has to have with her dad. Kristen, and again, this is nuts. So she's getting her glam. And Kristen made a point. She said that people are saying that her getting married at first sight is crazy, but so is being on dating apps with strangers and you don't have background checks on them. Well, it depends because the experts don't thoroughly check, i.e. Chris season 12. Okay. Sometimes they let people slip through the cracks. So it's really a crapshoot either way you look at it. So Mitch is getting himself together after his hairstylist shows up. Now, Mitch done went and had a great fall. So now his head is gashed and he's trying to camouflage it. That flesh-colored Band-Aid did absolutely nothing for you. Just so we're clear. As he's getting himself together, he's having a Mitch fit. Okay, change the M to a B. He's having a Mitch fit. Because she asked him to look at himself and what she had done so far, right? And he's like, I hate it. I don't wear my beard this short. At first, I thought he was joking. And then he was actually for real. Sir, the beard looks fine. Child, don't take your wedding day jitters out on her. See, she better than me because I would have politely faded that screen to black. Well, you know what? If you can do a better job, then you do it. Okay? I don't care if you got to get super glue and glue all of your hair back on. You called me. Okay? Child, I wish I would. So Kristen is over there taking a little bit of a selfie cam and she's hyperventilating because her dad is almost there. Back over with Mitch and his bald head. He's calmed down a little bit from the beard, right? But he's like, where's my tie? So he's bitching because they're trying to tie his bow tie, but they can't tie it. He was like, get somebody in here that knows how to tie a bow tie. I'm going to be late for my own wedding. Oh, okay. Okay. I do not know how people can stomach to be around Mitch. Mitch, you need to watch how you speak to people. I feel like you're going to have a very hard time communicating with your wife. Not only are you a commitment phobe, but this is probably the reason why you're by yourself, Captain Planet. You're never going to get a Planeteer this way. Oh, child, I couldn't help it. Oh, child. Mitch is a Karen through and through, child. Back over with Kristen, she's about to break the news to her dad. So she tells him, yeah, Dad, like 2 weeks ago, they found me a match. And, yeah, so there's one stipulation. I have to marry him. We're getting married today, and I want you to walk me down the aisle. Is everything okay? He was like, what? She was like, yeah. So then her dad was like, I've been on vacation with people that I didn't know and it was a disaster. Well, Daddy, this ain't going to be no different. And I hope you know it ain't going to be no different. And Kristen, you might want to rethink some things because Mitch is over there losing his whole mind. And I don't think you deserve that. You already had to empty out your savings and have somebody come to you woman to woman. They hit you with a woman to woman and now you finna go out there and marry a woman. Child, this is a whole fool. She's like, well, I hope you can walk me down the aisle. And scene. And we're back next week for 2 more weddings. Let's push this thing along, okay? Let's get this train rolling. I don't know why I decided to even review these episodes. I should have just went straight into the honeymoon, but that's my bad, okay? And since y'all ain't watching it, I'm going to watch it for y'all, and we are going to discuss it on a live Friday night. If you guys would like to, I'm going to put a poll in the community tab, and y'all just let me know, and we can get together. I watch and we discuss. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.